In today's video, I'm going to be introducing the very basic beginning crochet stitches that every crocheter should know. Hi yarny friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ginger. I am the Yarn Geek. For those of you who have never been here before, this channel is all about yarn. Yarn crocheting, yarn hoarding, yarn stashing, yarn shopping, everything yarn. If you love yarn, like I love yarn, then you are in the right place. These stitches are the foundation of practically every crochet project there is. So it's super duper important to learn them. And once you learn them, you'll be able to create anything. So are you ready? Let's get started. But before we get started, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up or a big squishy hug. And I really appreciate that because your support helps me to continue creating content for you. All right, let's get to those stitches. This is what you'll need today. I almost forgot that part. Scissors, a crochet hook, preferably a 5mm, and some yarn.
You know what, for today, just skip the hook sizes. I'll be showing you those in a later date. Forget the yarn sizes, I'll be showing you those in a later date. Just grab any yarn you have and any crochet you hook. And any crochet hook you have. Because let's face it, when you're first starting to crochet, you're not going to be paying attention to yarn weights and hook sizes. You're just going to see a hook and some yarn, and you're just going to want to start. I'll explain the other, we'll worry about the other stuff later.
Okay, so the first stitch we are going to start with is a slip knot. I made these videos beforehand to kind of show you the stitches because it's better when I point the camera down to show them to you. But I forgot to do the slip knot. So I'm going to show you a slip knot right here. Whoop, there's the yarn, here's the hook, and I'll get my face out of the camera here. This is how you do a slip knot. I just wrap my yarn around my hook, wrap it around again, and pull it through. And that gives you your very first starting point to crochet. And that'll be important in just a second when I show you how to do the stitches. Okay, let's try that again. So you got your yarn, you got your hook. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's no specific way to hold your hook in your yarn. How I do it is merely a guide. You will want to find what's comfortable for you. This isn't the only crochet hook type there is. There are many types and variations of crochet hooks, which I will be explaining to you on a later video. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, they'll be up. You can go straight to the video to watch them. Okay, here we go. Slip knot again. Wrap your yarn, just see, oops, wrap it around your hook. So it's like that. Yarn over and pull that yarn through the loop. Let me show you one more time. You have your yarn. You wrap your yarn around your hook. Let me get a little. Then you wrap yarn over your hook. I kind of hold it right there in place. Other people may do it differently. And then just pull that yarn right through that loop. Let me do it one more time because I think I went off camera. Okay, wrap your yarn around your hook. Yarn over. And then pull that yarn right through the loop. Easy peasy slip knot. And that's what you'll be using to start the next stitch, which is the chain stitch. So now that we've got the slip knot, we'll learn the chain stitch, which is the next important stitch you need to learn. So here we go. And whoops, it might be a different color on the video because I've already made the video, but why don't I crochet right along with you? The chain stitch is also known as the foundation chain because it will be the foundation of most of your projects. at least for the projects you start out with, basic projects, and for a lot of advanced projects too. Okay, so to make the chain stitch, you start with a slip knot on your hook, yarn over and pull the yarn through the slip knot. This creates your first chain stitch. To make more chain stitches, repeat the process, yarn over and pull the yarn through on your hook, and keep going until you have the desired number of chain stitches. And don't worry if your chain stitches aren't perfect. We all have to start somewhere. That's right. When I first started crocheting, I was 10 years old, and I would just, and age doesn't have to do anything with it. It just takes your hands getting used to using the yarn and the crochet hook, but they were uneven. They were all over the place. So don't worry if it's not perfect. For this project, or for these stitches that I'm teaching you now, we are going to chain 11. So now that we've gotten our chains made, we're going to start the slip stitch. And this will be the first official stitch that you learn if you're a very beginner. This stitch is a very small stitch that is used to join different parts of a crochet project together. Like if you're stitching together granny squares or two pieces of a crochet that you've made, like if you're making a sweater. Slip stitch is a very basic crochet stitch tool. One of the things I use a slip stitch for is making cuffs on sweaters, and you'll see once we start making it, because it's a very small stitch, but you'll see. Let's start making it. To make a slip stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull the yarn through both the stitch and the loop on your hook. Just like that, you've made your first slip stitch and you're already a pro. Our next stitch is the single crochet, and this is the first stitch I ever learned. It's very basic stitch, very easy to do, and the thing I love about it is even if you never learn another stitch in your life, you can make pretty much anything with a single crochet stitch. You can make scarves, you can make sweaters, you can make, you can make socks. You can make well, you'd need the slip stitch too. To make a single crochet, you insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through both loops on your hook. And that's it. You've made a single crochet stitch. Now I'm going to repeat this stitch several times so you can see what it looks like when we make the single crochet over and over. The next stitch we are going to learn is the half double crochet, and it is just a little bit taller than the single crochet, and it creates a slightly looser fabric. To make a half double crochet, you yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over again and pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over once more and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. It's like magic. Isn't that a pretty stitch? I use this stitch to make blankets. I've made sweaters. It's wonderful. I think I like it most for blankets. It makes a heavier, kind of softer blanket than the single crochet does. And you'll see in a few minutes when I start showing you compared side to side what these look like. Next is a taller stitch. It is the double crochet. To make a double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over again and pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over once more and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the remaining 2 loops. Easy peasy. The next stitch is the treble crochet. The treble crochet, also known as the triple crochet, is a tall crochet stitch that creates an open lacy fabric. To make a treble crochet, yarn over twice. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. You should now have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over once more and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the next 2 loops. Yarn over one final time and pull the yarn through the remaining 2 loops. Boom! You're a treble crochet pro. Quadruple crochet. Now this is going to get, I wouldn't say a little tricky, but it's a little more advanced than the single, half double, double, or triple crochet because it's a quadruple crochet. I bet you can guess what it already is. The quadruple crochet is also known as the quadruple treble crochet. It's an advanced crochet stitch that creates a very open and lacy fabric. To make a quadruple crochet, you will need to yarn over 3 times before inserting your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over again, pull up a loop. You should now have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over once more and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the second 2 loops. Yarn over one final time and pull the yarn through the remaining 2 loops. So quadruple crochet is a stitch that requires a lot of yarn overs, and it can be difficult to keep track of all the loops on your hook. However, once you get the hang of it, it's super fun. But I'll tell you right now, when you're first starting to crochet, you probably won't use the quadruple crochet very often. But if you want to, you know how to use it. Sometimes it's fun when you're learning these very basic stitches just to play with them and have fun. And that's what you'll be able to do after this video. You'll be able to mix these up if you want to. I'll be showing you how to on later videos, but today you can just have fun with what you learn with these stitches, because it is a lot of fun to play with them. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of fun. So wow, you have made it to the end of the video and you've learned some great basic crochet stitches. And you're well on your way to becoming a crochet pro. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to go play, have fun. Practice, practice, practice these stitches. Practice makes perfect. That's what I always say. Also, I kind of look at crochet as a marathon, not a sprint. I learned how to crochet 42 years ago, and I am still learning to this day how to crochet new things. But we all have to start someplace. And if you love it, you'll keep wanting to do more and more and more. Crocheting is supposed to be about relaxing and enjoying yourself. So don't stress out at all if you're not getting them perfect. Remember, the more you practice, the more perfect you'll get. But seriously, you will be amazed at the things you can make. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more crochet tips and tutorials. Your support helps me to keep creating this wonderful crochet content for you, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and happy crocheting. And don't forget to practice.